going on, everybody, and welcome to this video. We're going to show you how to build a quick AI bot that you can embed onto your website. You could use it as a lead capture. Maybe you're a real estate agent or a lender and you want to be able to capture all that data from those leads that are clicking to your website. This is a really great way to actually do that. So I'm going to leverage APINation.com's webhooks app to get the data out of a system called Landbot. This is a really cool system that enables you to build really kind of cool chat widgets or chat bots that you can leverage on the front end facing of your website, or you could even use these as just like a lead form. So head over to Landbot. There's a link in the bio or in the description of this video, which you're seeing. But head over to Landbot and go ahead and sign up for free. Now, it's going to take you through these step processes. I've already done the process, so go ahead and continue to sign up. I'm just going to go ahead and log in here. All right, so now that I'm logged in, you can see some of the simple chat widgets or the chats that I've created. Landbot does a really great job in actually having a ton of templates for you. So when you go ahead and click on build a chatbot, you can see Landbot web. This just means that you can embed this onto your website. There's also a bot for WhatsApp for those WhatsApp users out there. You can leverage this. And then there's also a messenger. So maybe you own a Facebook business page or community page which you want to install a chat to. You could definitely leverage Landbot to do this. I'm going to go ahead and build Landbot as a chat widget for my front-end facing website. And you can see they have hundreds of templates in here already built for you. So they make it really easy for you to go into here and select things like basic lead gen, lead qualification. Maybe you're trying to find things like their budget and so forth. But I'm just going to use the basic lead gen for this demonstration because, again, this video is purposefully going to be under 15 minutes just to keep your attention span and make sure that you can actually accomplish what we're doing on here. Now, they've already built into the chat widget or chat bot all of the variables of which you'll need. So things like the name, the email. You could also ask for things like the phone number as well. So you could go ahead and ask for those pieces of information. Now, one of the cool things about Landbot, which I'm going to show you here, is that they actually have a action, and that action is a webhook. So within Landbot, let's say at the end of this workflow or end of this chat session, I want to go ahead and trigger a webhook. If you just type in webhook, if you have a pro account with them, you can go ahead and send all those details and parameters out to a URL endpoint. Now, it's as simple as this. All you have to do is go over to API Nation, type in the search app webhooks, and currently this is a free app because it's in beta, so you'll be able to go ahead and use webhooks to your selected CRM. So I'm going to go ahead and log in here, and what I can do now is connect it to things like Active Campaign, BombBomb, Boomtown, Real Geeks, Brivity, Constant Contact, KV Core, which we're going to do here in a moment, or even like a Mailbox Power or a MailChimp. Maybe you're a MailChimp user and you want to get all these lead registrations into a subscription list within MailChimp. You would actually be able to accomplish that with this workflow which we're setting up, or this sync. So I'm going to go ahead and select KV Core, and then we're going to go ahead and first off, create a connection. So we're going to choose what type of sync we want, right? So we're going from a webhook into KV Core. So we're going to select one of the two options down below. And being that we're using this for lead generation purposes, I actually wanted to go ahead and create or update a contact in my KV Core account. So we're going to go ahead and make a connection here with API Nation's webhooks account. And we're going to select inbound. So inbound is going to give me the ability to create a URL endpoint to send all those query parameters, which we're going to specify in Landbot 2. So we're going to label this Landbot.io, and then we're going to go ahead and generate that webhook. Now I can go ahead and copy this URL endpoint, and inside of Landbot, we can go ahead and paste those details into here. Now, we'll not only want to send a post, right? Post meaning that we're going to post the information and the data to this URL endpoint of which we've selected, but we also need to tell it what parameters we want it to send. So again, looking at your workflow or your chat session here, you could see that we're storing things like the email. So if you open up the email here, you'll see that it's storing it as an email. And if you open up the name section here, you could see that it's storing it as the name. So what we're going to do is go ahead and on my webhook section here, we're going to go ahead and in the key value, we're going to say full name, and then we'll go at name, right? Because again, that's the variable of which we're using. And then we'll say email, and we'll go at email to actually select that. And then what I want to do is go ahead and send a test request to that URL endpoint. We should see a status of OK here in the response body. And if we head over into API Nation's configure webhooks screen, which we should have left off from, we can go ahead and click on test webhook, and you can see we have full name and email being posted. Now all I got to do is head over and use my KV core connection, so we'll go ahead and select that. And then lastly, I just need to select what I'm going to sync, so person to person. So we'll go ahead and click on subscribe. And now basically all that is left to do is map. So if we have their full name, you can see that's a section here. We also have their email address. Now, if you add or capture any of these additional fields, or you know what status you want them to go into, maybe I want this to go into a status of 1 or even 0, which would be new lead, we could absolutely map that into our mapping here. Or if you capture it from the form, you could go ahead and map that in as well. But we are basically done here, right? So all I got to do is go ahead and click on Activate Sync. And now anytime somebody comes through my lead generation chat session, it'll be captured as a lead, and you could therefore have it created as a contact in your KV core. Now, the cool thing about Landbot, again, is once I publish this, it's going to tell me I need to upgrade because I have webhooks here. So just for the time being, let's go ahead and remove this. But just to show you what this looks like, you could go ahead and view the published in a separate window here. So we'll go ahead and open this up, and then you can see how it would take them through this chat session, right? So again, I chose web, so this is where it's going to take me. I'm interested. It'll capture all my details and take me through kind of this chat sequence of questions and qualification if you want it to, but a really cool option. Now in design, you can also have different design templates, right? So they have a bunch of cool layouts. You could do something like this. You could do something like this. It's got that really cool background. You could also have a video in the background if you wanted to. It also has some other things, right? So again, I said I was going to use this for web purposes. So it's going to have an embedded option as well. So here is what you'll copy. So you'll copy this code. You'll head over into your KV core, edit website settings section, and you'll go ahead and paste this into the header section of those website settings, and then it'll prompt up in the bottom. You can also choose how you want it to display, right? Do I want a live chat? Do I want a pop-up? You have all sorts of customization. So go ahead and click the link in the description of this video to head over to landbot.io, sign up today, and get started capturing more leads into your CRM. Hopefully you found this useful. My name's Ernest Enriquez. Have a great day.